Welcome back to Ethical Echoes, where every story carries a lesson worth keeping. Today we travel to ancient Persia, to the hands of a man who had everything and forgot the one thing that mattered most. This is the story of Karim, the weaver who forgot the thread. In a village nestled between two great rivers, there lived a weaver named Karim. His carpets were not just carpets, they were sunsets captured in wool, stories told in silk. Merchants came from 3 kingdoms to buy his work. Children pressed their faces against his shop window just to watch his hands move. But Karim knew all of this, and that was the beginning of his trouble. Bring me the finest thread from the northern traders, only the finest. I am Karim. My carpets do not weave themselves, but they might as well. He laughs at his own joke. His apprentice, a young boy named Dara, watches quietly. Dara, quietly. Master, why do you weave? Karim. To create beauty, boy, and to be paid very well for it. Dara nods, unsatisfied with the answer. A still morning, Karim sits at the golden loom, a new commission before him, a carpet for the Sultan himself. The day the Sultan's order arrived, Karim felt something he had not felt in years. Pressure. Not the good kind. The kind that makes your hands shake. He sat at the loom, touched the threads, and froze. Close up of Karim's hands hovering over the loom, not moving. Karim, the first stitch, my grandmother's first stitch, the one she said holds everything together. I cannot remember it. He tries once. Wrong, twice, wrong. He throws the thread down. Dara watches from the doorway. Karim to himself. 30 years at this loom. 30 years. How can I not remember? But the truth, dear listener, is simple. He had stopped caring about the craft long ago. He had only been caring about the compliments. Karim walks through the village, frustrated. He reaches the outskirts and hears a sound, the rhythmic click-clack of a loom. At the edge of the village, in a small mud house that most people walked past without noticing, lived an old woman named Nasreen. She had been blind for 15 years, and she still wove every single day. Karim stops at her doorway, stunned. Her hands move without hesitation. Karim, old woman, how do you weave if you cannot see? Nasreen, how do you breathe if you cannot think about it? Karim is annoyed. He steps inside. Karim, that is not an answer. I am Karim, the master weaver. I am asking you a serious question. Nasreen, Karim, yes. I have heard of you. Sit down. She gestures to a stool without looking. He sits reluctantly. Nasreen, I weave because the thread remembers, even when I do not. The first stitch my mother taught me, I made it 10,000 times until my hands knew it as well as they know my own heartbeat. Do you know why you forgot yours, Karim? I know, Nasreen, because you stopped making it with love. The day weaving became a performance, your hands began forgetting. Hands only remember what the heart still cares about. Karim walks home, slowly. He dismisses Dara for the day. He sits alone at the loom. That night, Karim did not try to remember the stitch. He tried instead to remember why his grandmother had taught it to him. He closed his eyes. He thought of her rough hands covering his small ones. He thought of the cold winter morning and the smell of bread, and her voice saying, Karim June, weave what you love, and the thread will follow. His hands begin to move, slowly at first, then with certainty. Karim, there it is. He weaves through the night. By morning the carpet is half done. And it is the best thing he has ever made. Not because his skill returned, because his purpose did. Karim finished the Sultan's carpet. It was called the most beautiful carpet in the kingdom. But Karim never framed the Sultan's praise letter. Instead, he framed the first stitch his grandmother taught him, the one he almost forgot forever. Friends, skill without humility is a lamp with no oil. It may look beautiful on the shelf, but it will not light your way. Whatever craft you carry, whether it is writing, cooking, teaching, or simply being a good friend, never let the applause become louder than your purpose. The moment you begin performing instead of creating, you begin forgetting the first thread. Thank you for watching Ethical Echoes. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, the most important stitch is always the first one. See you tomorrow with a brand new story.